In this video, I'm gonna show you how to stop blitzing and destroy it with certain route concepts. Let's go. So right now I'm facing Mike Blitz 0 in the 3-3 Cub formation, and that's one of the meta blitzes in Madden 23. But first, we're gonna go over a very simple way on how you can block this blitz, and this really goes for any type of blitzing. So all you're gonna do is block the running back, then you're going to shade the offensive line opposite of the side that the running back is on, so we're sliding to the left, and then you're gonna ID the mic by pressing L1, X, and then you will be picking any player that will be blitzing on the edge. So it will be this player that I pick right here, this edge rusher. And that's it for that first pass protection. And usually, you can hold the protection for a little bit. That's a pretty long time to hold the ball for. One negative of that protection is that you are putting the running back in isolation for him to block that edge rusher. And a running back against the edge rusher isn't the best type of matchup that you want. So we're gonna go over some of the other ways that we will be able to block the protection, but it is wonderful to have this in your arsenal because you should really change pass protections every now and then. And this is still a pretty good one. We were able to even step up in the pocket here. We had enough time to throw a good ball. This next thing I'm gonna show you is more specifically for this Mike Blitz 0 play. And it's very simple. You're gonna block the running back, and you're just gonna ID the middle linebacker. And the reason we're IDing the middle linebacker is because we know that that player is going to blitz. And now that will create one-on-one situations with the offensive line. So everybody will be in a one-on-one situation, and then the running back will be isolated with that middle linebacker if he gets through. So here you'll see right there, we get the cut block, and that's a great animation that we get because we completely take away one rusher. So you'll see the middle linebacker got through, and the running back is picking him up. We cut block him, and it completely takes away a blitzer and gives us extra time to throw the ball. Now, the third protection I'm gonna show you is kind of a mixture between the first one I showed you and then the one I'm about to show you. So all we're gonna do is motion a wide receiver or tight end to add a +1 to our blocking scheme. So what we're gonna do simply is just motion X over and then snap the ball when he's between the line, and that will add an extra blocker to our offensive line. But to optimize this, all you're gonna do is the same thing we did the first time. We're gonna shade or slide the offensive line opposite of the running back, so to the left. ID the mic, the edge rusher on the right side, the same side as the running back. And then we're going to motion a receiver in the offensive line, spam X, and now we have a lot of time in the pocket, or a good amount of time in the pocket, to throw the ball where we want to. But if you're going to have some great pass protection, you need to have great man-beating routes against these type of plays to complement that protection. So I want to go over some of the best formations and some of the best plays and route concepts that you can run against Madden blitzes or the meta Madden blitzes. So I'm in the Saints playbook, and I'm going to the tight offset tight end formation, and then I'm going to the play Saints in. And I'm still going to be facing that Mike Blitz 0 play. Now, when you are playing someone who is a heavy man blitzer, which is a lot of people in Madden, there's a lot of things you can actually do to get them out of that formation or out of that play because you will know how to destroy it. And one way to do that is with vertical routes. Very simply put, vertical routes. I'm gonna show you right here. So I'm putting triangle on a go, and you're gonna see that if I highball this pass with L1, he will be open for an over-the-shoulder pass. This is with a 92 speed receiver, a 93 speed receiver. These work all the time, and it's something that you need to have in your game if you want to beat Madden blitzes. Like, you can literally put, it works better in a tight formation, but you can just put one of these inside receivers on a go, and they will be able to beat their man. Even if that corner might be the same speed or a little bit faster, they're still able to beat their man. And because of the way that they play defense in this game, where the corner is on the side of him, all you have to do is click onto the receiver, get on top of the corner by stacking. That's what the term is called in real football, stacking the corner, over the shoulder pass for an easy touchdown. But you can also do something, and I like doing this with tight ends just because they're bigger and they're better, I guess, with aggressive catching. You can actually throw this to your tight end very early and pass lead them to the left side, or just to the middle of the field. And again, against a man blitz, this will be open a lot of the times, and you'll see right here. I aggressive catch it, come back to the ball. He gets kind of a really good animation, kind of like a speed boost, and is able to run past that corner. And for a tight end who doesn't have very much speed, that's something that you really need to use, because look at this. This is just every time. Aggressive catch, come back to the ball, and even that's 10 to 15 yards right there. You could do this with receivers, but for some reason, it just works better with tight ends in my opinion. I'll try this with triangle right now. Coming back to the ball, there you go. The most important part of beating a man defense, especially a good man defense, you want to click on the receiver. You want to click on the receiver and come back to the ball and beat the other user, the defender, to the ball. But those vertical routes really could be detrimental to any man blitz defense or just any man defense in general. Now I'm going to show you a route that is very underrated against man blitzing plays, simply because of how the man alignment is set up. So I'm going to start this off by starting on the right side. We have a safety and a corner. That safety is on the tight end. This corner is on this outside receiver. Then on the left side, we do have two corners. We have the slot corner on the slot receiver, then the outside corner on the outside wide receiver. Now we have one safety that is on the running back, and it is the opposite side safety, that left side safety. So he has to go across the field to guard that running back. Now, there are times where the user is actually using that player, but for this video, I'm just gonna say that they're not. They're using that blitzer. But even when they are using that safety, this still could work pretty well. What I'm gonna do is simply just put R1 on a wheel route. I'm gonna put X on a go and O on a slant. And the goal for those concepts, that slant and a go, is to just get in the way of that safety. And if we can bump that safety, we will have a wide open receiver with the running back on the wheel route. Check it out. Boom, right there. Make a move, try to score a tutty. So I want to show you, we were able to bump that safety. You'll see here with the slant, we bumped the safety, wide open pass. Now, what if he doesn't bump the safety? You're still going to be able to have this route either quick, or you might be able to beat him over the top just because of the way he's going at this. He's going straight to the running back. He needs to take more of an angle or just a better angle to guard a wheel route. So you want to make sure to utilize running back routes when you're struggling with a Mike blitz or just any type of meta blitz. But let's get into this play. Now in this play, there's a couple things you can do, but the main thing I want to talk about is this route by the outside receiver on the right side, this post route. The great thing about this post route is that it looks like he's running some type of vertical fade, and I've talked about this before. The routes that make the corner or just the user think that we're running a fade and then a quick cut to the inside or outside, those are the most deadly in Madden. And no matter who the receiver is, if he's a speedy guy, if he's not a speedy guy, just a bigger guy, they're gonna be able to get separation on this route. And I'm gonna show you that right now. And no matter who the receiver is, you'll be able to create separation with this type of route. It's just a very good man-beating route in this game. And I'm going to show you, Michael Thomas is not a very speedy guy, but he'll still be able to create separation. And the goal to hit this route is to hit him right when he makes his cut right there. Hit him in stride, and maybe he'll be able to break that tackle. So you're going to see, looks like he's running some type of fade route, and right when that running back is breaking out of his back pedal, that's when he makes the cut. That's what creates the separation. And you're able to hit him quickly down the field. And the great thing about this too, a great thing about a man defense, although when a blitz is coming, it's tougher, but you have so much room to pass lead this receiver. And here, if he breaks a tackle, it's an easy tutty. The next play I'm gonna go over is called Saint Spot in the tight offset tight end formation. And for this play, I wanna utilize slants and motion slants and also look at those corner routes. If you have enough time, you will be able to hit those corner routes. And all it takes is for you to take a couple steps back in the pocket to create more time, because a lot of the rush in this play is from the interior, and that's why you can take a couple steps back. But I'm gonna try to hit triangle on this corner route, and what I do when it's a man defense a lot of the times is hold L1 for a high ball to get it over their head. Just like that, right there. And the goal is to not look at the rush. You can't look at the rush and the open receivers down the field at the same time. You gotta look downfield. Don't be afraid to take the sack. If you take the sack, it will only be 5 to 6 yards. Just make sure to continue to look down the field and don't be afraid taking sacks, because those corner routes will be open. You just gotta be strong in the pocket and stay patient and disciplined. And now I'm gonna utilize motion slant. So what I'm gonna do is put square on a slant and triangle on a slant. O on a go, and I'm going to motion square over. And the goal is to snap it before he gets set to utilize the motion slants. And you'll see right there that we're able to create enough separation to get a 5 to 6 yard gain. And if you have enough time in the pocket, you can wait a little bit longer, but you'll see here, even on this slant, this is the one that I should have thrown to. He was way more open than the guy I threw to. But utilizing these crossing slants will make the user defender have to guard one of them, and all you have to do is throw to the one that he's not guarding, because these are open a lot of the times. When you're facing a good man coverage, the best thing you can do is throw slants, digs, crosses, and corners, posts, those types of routes. One thing I want to mention about these slants is it's very hard to get picks on these routes because of the way that they're ran. Now what I mean by that is a lot of the time the defenders are actually on the back side of the receiver. What that does is give you an opportunity to throw the ball kind of inside of him, because when the defender's on the back side of the wide receiver, that means that the front of him is open. So you can click onto the receiver and come back to the ball without being worried about the corner picking the ball. He might be able to break it up, but picking the ball is most likely not going to happen. That's why, you know, people might get mad, be like, bro, I'm on him. How does that get by him? Well, it's because the corner is behind him. All you have to do is throw a bullet pass, come back to the ball, and it should be an easy catch. That's why slants against man are so good. The last play I'm going to go over is in bunch, and we're going to go over mesh. Now in this play, the things I like to do is put X on a vertical, R1 on a slant, and my main read is O. That's my first read. Try to make some time. Boom. Just like that. Now you want your best receiver in that position for that reason. Now something I might do is actually motion this receiver over and make his corner into a post, put R1 on a slant, leave everything else, just for, you know, I think this is a pretty good spacing. And obviously my main read is the post now, but if the user decides to guard the post, that slant should be open. But this post route, if not guarded by the user, should be open down the field easily. Just like that. Easy touchdown. And with this play, you can probably even pass lead him even further, just so there's not a contested corner right there, and it doesn't make it kind of sus. But you see what I mean? He's open, right in here, you know, he has 3-4 steps on him, and those are the type of route concepts that can beat man blitzes and just any type of blitz in Madden. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, because there's a lot more content coming your way, especially for Madden 24. See you later.